Let's enhance this a bit further. Let's say we not only want to send the background color, we want to let the user decide if we want to set the background or the default, the text color. So the user has to explicitly state that we want to change the background color, otherwise only the text color will be changed. To do this, we need to pass an argument. So I'm thinking about the following syntax. We got a value of red, but an argument passed with a colon, that is how all view directives work. vbind would be one example. There we have the shorthand with just colon. That won't work here because we need to specify our name, of course. But with colon, we pass an argument, and the argument could be background, like that. Now that's no string. That's a normal text in our template here. This is something which will be treated as an argument that in our directive. So in our main.js file, in this directive, I will comment out this code again, because now I want to check if my argument on the binding, I can access this with arg, if this is now background. Now here it has to be treated as a string because that is to what this will be converted behind the scenes. So arg is another thing we can access on our binding. We already saw value to get the part between the quotation marks. Now with arg we can get the info after this colon, so this background in this case. And here I want to check, well, if the binding argument is background, then I want to set the element style background color to the binding value. And otherwise, I want to set the element style color, so the text color, to binding.value. Now if I save this, we still see the red background, because indeed I do pass the background color here, the background arg. But if I were to remove this arg, this argument, we see that now the text color is red. So this is how we can switch between that. No argument means we're ending up in this else block. With an argument, background, we'll end up in the background color case. You need to refresh this because the hot reloading is not handling this correctly. But it does work as it should here in our running code. This is how we can use arguments and values. Now let's also have a look at how we can add our own modifiers, the third tool we have when working with directives. Remember that? We got arguments, the value, and modifiers. So let's have a look at this last tool in the next video.